Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Peace be to you, my friends. Are you addicted to something? In this world that we're living in, it can be so easy to pick up addictions, to get addicted to not just one thing, but many things. The list of the things that we can be addicted to are many. It goes on and on. And although it can be easy to get addicted to something, it can be very hard to break free from our addictions. So first things first, you have to be aware of what you are addicted to. Be honest with yourself, because you may be addicted to more than one thing. And honesty is the first step to breaking free from addictions. This is how I broke free from my addictions. I realized that the only reason I'm addicted to things is whatever it may be, whatever I was addicted to, was because I wasn't satisfied with life. I felt a lot of pain, I was suffering. And I think that most of our addictions come from trauma, unhealed trauma. Now, I'm not telling you to go see a psychiatrist and spend your life with a psychiatrist analyzing your whole life, trying to tell you of all your past and all the things that happened to you and where you went wrong, where other people did things to you. I'm not saying go through all that. I did it personally. Depends on how bad the addiction is or how desperate you need help. That's up to you that's up for you to decide. But me personally, I just went cold turkey on everything. And I'm not saying this is for you, but it may be. But it wasn't enough to just cut the addiction off. Let's say it was cigarettes. It wasn't enough to just cut off cigarettes. It wasn't enough to just cut off alcohol, because then there's still this void that needs to be filled. And if you are not using your time in a productive way, wisely, where you feel that you are happy with your life, if you're not doing what you love, then you'll always feel that void inside of you, and you'll want to fill it in any way possible. So that's what I realized. I realized that I cannot break my addictions if I don't replace them with better habits. Because what are addictions at the end of the day? They're just bad habits that we picked up. We developed this habit, whether it be cigarettes or alcohol or pornography or social media or food, overeating, eating bad food, food that's not good for you. Whatever the addiction is, we picked it up as a habit. And in the same way we picked it up as a habit, we can break free from the habit. We can break the habit, but just breaking the habit isn't enough. We have to replace that habit with a better habit. A habit that enriches our soul, that feeds our mind, that nourishes our body as well. Think about what nourishes your mind, body, and your soul. The habits that can do that for you. If you look for good habits to replace your bad habits, you'll find them. There are many. So it's about, for me, at least it was for me, it was about using my time wisely, using my time more productively, using my time in a way where I felt like I am valuable, where I felt like I'm doing my best, where I felt like I'm challenged in a good way, not in a way where I feel like I'm suffering, but challenged in a good way where I can kind of enjoy it, have fun. For example, exercise, or reading, or meditating, yoga, stretching, or whatever spending time in nature, having good friends around you, spending time with your family. There are so many good habits we can develop. Or eating clean. Not overeating, not undereating, but eating the right amount. Hydrating constantly, making sure you're hydrated. You have to be willing to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. And find out what nourishes your mind, body, and your soul. What are you passionate about? What do you feel like? What do you feel? There's something that challenges you, but in a good way. You're happy that it's a good challenge. You want that challenge. You want to do that, even though it's hard. Those are the things that you can do to replace those bad habits with good habits. The sooner I replaced my bad habits with good habits, the sooner I felt more free, where I felt like I didn't need whatever I was addicted to. But when I did not have those good habits, then I would always fall back to whatever I was addicted to. Because like I said, you can't fill the void with, you can't just, what you're doing with an addiction is you're trying to fill the void. Whatever you're feeling, whatever type of negativity you're feeling, whatever trauma you haven't released or healed, you're trying to fill the void. And then you stop that habit, but the void is still there. So what do? Like I said, you need to nourish your mind, body, and soul. Get some good habits in. And if you already have good habits in your life, but you feel like you're still addicted to some things, well then why not spend more time, give more time to the good habits. And I'm not saying go work 24/7, because that is an addiction too. Like, you don't want to be a workaholic, because that's bad for you. But what you do want is balance, things that nourish your mind and your body and your soul. Don't forget any of these three. So once you have good habits that you feel like they challenge you, but they're good for you and you want to do them, even though they may be hard, and you spend more time doing those things, then you'll forget about those bad habits. You'll see them as if they were in some other life that was a part of you that died. At least that's how I see it. For myself, I felt like all my addictions were part of my past self, my old self that has died, and now this new self has been resurrected, revived, and I feel renewed without any of these addictions. And that is my message for you today. And that's how personally I dropped my addictions, like I said, by replacing them with good habits. Thank you for listening. I'm wishing you the best. Peace.